What's going on, everybody? This is Roster of the Burbank Misfits. And of course, I'm always joined with my wonderful co-host, CW.
Hey, I'm here. I made it again.
And today we have a very wonderful, wonderful guest. We have someone I met a few years ago who has been around the industry for a while, just doing so many amazing things throughout her years, from personal assistant to, the adult star fandom, like from being fresh face to a MILF porn star, Miss Crystal Rush. How are you doing, Miss?
Hello, wonderful. How are you?
I'm great. A little tired because doing photo shoots all night, but I'm great. I'm great. So for those out there who don't know who you are, please tell us who is Crystal Rush?
Well, I'm a Russian porn star who is like performing in the United States, like also like I'm a gym trainer.
Okay.
Okay.
And I don't know, the person who like to enjoy the life for fun.
No, because we always ask because it's so much more to people just than just having sex on camera. So we just try to make sure that people know and enjoy you more than just what you do on cam. So what made you enter this wonderful industry of ours?
Oh my God, it was so long time ago, almost 10 years ago. And
Wow.
it was kind of like my dream from my 15, 16 years old. Like I always was curious about like porn stars and things. It's like all the time when I was watching this, I was thinking like, oh my God, what it would be if it would be me. And so be afraid of what you wish for.
I mean, like how different is it between doing stuff in Russia than doing stuff here? Because I don't know the difference per se.
Oh yeah, indeed, it's like big difference because as I like to say, it's like one of my favorite jokes. If you start doing porn in Russia, you do it not for money, you do it for pure love to porn. And I think this is like a biggest difference because about that. And just yesterday I was at some Halloween party, like we was talking about European and Russian porn. It's like super quiet. There is like no dirty talks. There is like no dialogues, and like if you hear something like yeah, it's like maximum you can get from. And like you when you see porn, like you can like recognize the difference. Like if you see with like nobody talking and people just like coming to each other, do not talk anything, and just start doing something like very like awkwardly way. So like you have to know like it's from Budapest or it's from Russia.
Okay. So it's kind of like yeah, like what Gonzo is called here.
Oh yes, but is this in the same time? There's like they try to make some stories and stuff. Like now, like they're much better at this. But the time like I was doing that, it was like still was a story, but it was like still like silence. Like
So
you
you
have
just
to
go there
like
and say,
figure out yourself
which,
what it was about. Yeah, and like because like the thing is because like a lot of like performer like they didn't speak English well. It was like just a little, and like you will never understand what like they trying to say. So like just why it's like that way. And you know, Europe and Russia they focus more for some anal scenes. I don't know, maybe they have like like by Freud they have some like anal fixation, but
okay, like I isn't this a weird because I always say that I'm not the biggest fan of anal, but I can see why they might really, really enjoy that over there. But I don't know like is it just no sound completely or is it just it's just the is it just the sex sounds and nothing in the
It's
background at
just like
all?
regular people having sex. Is that what it sounds like?
So, because you would just at least expect some type of music just to like to keep you going. It's just
but it's actually like a very interesting thing. For example, if we take Europe, like it's also like like for example, like Italian and French people, like they prefer like to have like anal sex, and let's say Slovenia, they like big fan of like pissing. or like Belgium as well. Like like they have this little fetish, like like it's like exactly like almost about like all country, and like I cannot say what it's bad or good, but like for me it's like it's interesting. It's like kind of like kind of like style of nation, something like
That's what we do here.
yeah, yeah, we pin each other and then like we like make an analogy. Yeah, something like this.
So since you shot in a few different countries, where is your favorite place that you shot so far?
So of course, United States, the one of the
Well, outside of the US.
of course, like my favorite place is the Budapest. It's like capital of European porn, and I like country. I like the things they shoot there, and it was my second place after Russia. Like I went to shoot, and I like it. It's like it's great, and it's like they try to keep this like let's call it like American standards of how they do productions, and that's pretty cool.
Okay, that makes sense. So what all do you have coming up that your fans can look into and everything?
Oh my god, like I've done so many videos which is like still not came out, and like like I even myself like like scrolling like Twitter all the time. I'm like, all right, like show me something, please. Yeah, or like like I also have some merch, and like you can see behind, like I have some boards and pillows.
Yes, like I was looking at that right before we came on, and because the ones that I see, like there's ones behind you, I can see nudity in it. The ones I was looking at, it just had the like a paint strap over it. So I thought it was coming with the paint strap. Oh, you know what I mean? No, no, no. I can see those two behind you, the pillow and the board. So before we got on today, I was looking at your merch just before we got on, and I thought the merch came with the the covering of that. I can see now that it doesn't. So I was looking at it when we were waiting for CW to jump on, and I'm like, oh, her titties are just out completely. I wasn't expecting that. That is
Yeah, after
that is a
in
full titty.
internet, like it was like some censorship, like I cannot post anything like that, like in Instagram, like I'm getting deleted just like for a piece of leg, like so like to show like something like a tedious, it's not possible, and of course the site as well, like they cover all like spicy.
Yeah, Instagram will block you for anything and everything these days if you are a performer. Even if you're not showing, you could be fully clothed and a winter coat and winter pants, and they say suggestive. So Instagram just been very stingent on what performers put. But no, I was looking at the merch and I'm like, I forget what it was. It was something on there that I really, really liked when I was looking at it earlier. I'm like, I can see myself liking that. And I was just wondering, like, I thought it came with the marks over it. So, and it's the one I think you're laying down, you're laying down and your arm is on the ground. I forget what it was, but I was looking at that earlier. I think it was like a poster.
Oh yeah, most likely. Like I have a couple. It's like couple posters. It's like couple T-shirts. It's like some like air freshener. Like
See, I could like that's one thing I could put up everywhere, and
like with T-shirt and pillow, it's like little bit different, but like this little thing are nice.
Okay, so you have all of that. Let me look and tell everybody what it actually sells. So you have posters, you have puzzles. You have a puzzle?
Yeah, I still didn't see it myself, but yes, there is a puzzle, so like we can
No,
together.
Honestly, if the puzzle is just they just have it covered on here and it's really topless. I think people out there look, if you've ever seen this wonderful human being ever in person, and you have the opportunity to assemble her in a puzzle, I would say you should go out and get the puzzle right now. It's simply because like just the joy of putting it together and then taking it apart and doing it again is more than worth how much that it may cost on the site right now. And I guarantee you would enjoy every bit of doing that. And I just got excited because I saw a puzzle. So I'm sure you will you like it. And if you're a skateboarder, she has a skateboard. So that means like you can, go to your skating what they call it? Tell me else, Chris. The, the skate place.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
rink. Wait. You said what?
A skateboard.
Skate park.
A skate park. There you go. You can take her board to the skate park and was like, hey, check out my new deck. This is that Crystal Rush right here. This is that Crystal Rush. Yeah. You watch. I'm riding her right now. So you can say it just like that. And yeah, it's weird saying it like that, but it's
And
a
you
bit of
won't be lying. Like, yes, yeah, like I like this idea. It's like, yeah, it's like it's interesting and like why not? Especially like people like it and they was ordering it so much and I'm like, oh wow, like okay, cool. So, like if I put my titties on like anything and like people just like getting this, that's wonderful. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, like, because you never, like, from one thing I've learned over the years is like fans love the most random things you wouldn't think they love, and then you just put it more and more out because everybody loves a certain thing, and then if you are naked on it, like many fans will say, "Oh, I get to have fun doing this other activity." And I still get to see, the wonderful Crystal Rush while I do it. So
I'm happy that people like all the stuff and they like always getting them. So like this is the way how we live our life.
no, it's like 'cause I'm seeing the way it looks in your background, and I'm like, that is really, really nice. And on the side note, I don't see this on the site, but I love the one with your wings on back there. So
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, we made the photo shoot. It's called like Black Velvet. It's like something I don't know, interesting. An idea. It's have to be in some I don't know, Atlanta. So like I feel people wow, like oh wow, cool. I'll be there.
Oh yeah, like that's what's up. So from what I'm looking at, I had a list of a few things that are coming out soon. You have a lesbian daughter-in-laws scene one from girlfriend scenes, and you have an orgasmic anal MILF. I don't know if these just came out or they're coming out. You might know better than
I
me.
think it's like just I think it just came out.
So yeah, so these just so fans out there, make sure you go out there and check those two out. So in your long history, what has been some of your favorite scenes that you shot so far?
For 10 years I've shot so many of them and like to call something like favorite, it's like not fair. I
No, I
love
mean
for
like
my like I love my Evil Angel videos. It just like came out as well not long time ago. Yeah, and anything like I do like for Evil Angel, like it's like amazing because like I like Gonza.
Mhm.
And I don't need to pretend like I don't know I'm someone's mom, boss, teacher, or like some stuff. Like as I like to say, like don't get me wrong, like I like to act and like all this like funny incest stuff. It's like funny and cool, but like sometimes like like when it's just the pure gods and it's not about like acting and pretending and it's just like like real pure sex, and this is amazing. Like so like you can just forget about like like oh my son or like stuff like this, like saying all this like bullshit and like so and you just can focus I don't know like on the pleasure, and this is amazing. And so like Evil Angel like giving me that opportunity with their like hot naughty hardcore.
I can see that because I know, as you said earlier, that the countries you started in, they have that, just like I said, it was earlier, it was like Gonzo of them not making any sounds. So basically, it's no storyline. You just go straight into the sex.
Yeah,
So
mostly like this. I don't remember. It was like some latex scene. So like 15 minutes, I just like, like show myself how cool I am. Yeah, and then it's just like few things happening. It's like, why not? It's like, from one hand, it's easy, and like again, like, from another one, so like you can just do exactly what you'd like to do, like what you come for. Like you come for sex, yes, like so, like go.
yeah, I mean, like some people like really just like to get into it. Like I know I'm more partial to know like I like storylines. I do like storylines because
Yeah.
I just want to know why you're there outside of just having sex.
Well, storylines, it's like it's also a moment sometimes. I remember like, oh, okay, one of my favorite. It was like, oh my God, in 2018, and it was like me, Tyler Steele probably, and like so like his story was like what he took Viagra of his dad instead of like some painkiller, and of course like he got charged, and like I was his stepmom, like who is like, okay, come here, like do your things, and like, and the idea was so funny. I was like kind of reading like some magazine, and he was trying to like fuck me and stuff, and I remember like that video like went over like 15 million views like just for like first couple months, and like it was like fun and like very dynamic, and the storyline was like, this was like cool and interesting, and it wasn't that much about like acting and stuff. So team ski, yeah, it was a team ski.
I would that is a good storyline because I can actually see people really doing it. I'm sorry. I just enjoy the storyline.
Yeah,
So
sometimes it can be like very funny and like cool.
that I like with me it's like when I look for storylines, I just want that little setup. And then you can do whatever you wanted to do, in the sex scenes, you know, if it's like this or that. I just want to know like, oh, we didn't just wake up one morning and we're having sex.
Yeah, but sometimes the storyline is like huge. It's like exactly about them, like it's like girlfriend film. And so like my English is like not my first language. And like sometimes it's like, like something like still like hard to me. And like when I get some lines, like I'm always happy what it's not much. And so like I come into Vegas like to make that shoot. And the producer give me like literally like 5 pages, whereas like, like each line like that,
Mhm.
and like I'm like literally like talking nonstop, like, and like we were shooting like this, like so she's saying something, I'm saying something, and we're like back and forth, and it was even hard to like remember everything, and like like just like to say that. And we were shooting this about like 2-3 hours, and when it came to sex, I'm
Oh,
like, oh my God, I already don't want to fucking baby, like I'm sorry.
I can understand that, especially since it's not your first language and it's just a lot to go back and
that's a
forth.
lot of pages for 2 to 3 hours, even for anybody.
Yeah, it's like it was like really long, and the point was what we had to like say, like not like word to word, but like pretty close to. But
Mhm.
the I don't know writer who like did it, it's like was he probably like lost the like like idea of a story because I was like repeating myself so many times, and like like when it doesn't make sense, it's hard to memorize it. Like like
Yeah.
when you understand what it's about, like it's easier, you can improvise. But there it was like she was telling me one thing, I keep repeating myself about another, and I was like, oh my God, like what is that? Yeah, but like for other moment, all these like storylines and all this like script, it's VR or like POV stuff. It's the thing which is like helped me to learn English the
Oh,
way I speak right
Yeah.
now. Yes, of course, thanks to Netflix and for like couple books which is I was reading out loud during the COVID. But the exact communication, like talking, like an improvisation, like it's because of like VR and like some like all this like mother, daughter, son, teacher, like script and stuff. Like yeah, because sometimes like you just come on the set and they're like, okay, you're going to do like this and you're going to say this, and I'm like, guys, like are you like you kidding me? Like I don't know what to say. Like my vocabulary not that
Yeah.
big to put it together. And so, and we were starting from like they gave me like some keywords, and I've been trying to like play around. And
Mhm.
like now, if I watch my videos, like let's say from 2018, and now like I can see the progression. I'm like, yeah, thanks to porn, I know English.
'Cause I know when I first met you originally, you told me you were still, you know, making your English better.
I'm
That
always trying to.
that's not proper English. You were still improving your English when I first met you. I think it was in 2018 when we first met. I think it's been a long time. I don't remember, but yeah, I know
Yeah,
you're
something about the about that time.
yeah you were telling me that then. So yeah, I mean I can see like just from then to there that it has improved significantly. So yeah, thank you, porn, for helping her
Yeah.
improve her language. See how people out there when you say porn doesn't help people do anything, porn has helped her uh continue to master the English language. That's proof right there. Crystal Rush is proof that porn can help you learn English.
What else?
Oh, I even can say more about, like if to look back at everything like happened for like, let's say last 6 years, like I get to United States, like I'm doing this and that, like it's everything what happening right now and what happened like with my like, like moving here. It's like all because of porn. If
Mhm.
not the porn, like I will probably right now, like still would be like housewife or like something like this, or like
Well,
still like been working like in my like fitness club or like doing some stuff in Russia, maybe in like in Europe, but I never like was thinking about like United States and stuff. So make a
yeah,
lot of things.
because I was reading your bio and everything before we got on, and I seen fitness trainer because it's personal trainer because that's what my ho CW does. He is a like his day job is he's a personal trainer by trade. So I'm like, y'all in the same y'all in the same boat since y'all both did the whole personal training thing.
So
I'm the
it's amazing, like to help people like to get in a better shape and kind of like show the perfect like the great example of. I like it.
Yeah, it's very rewarding.
see like and I'm the direct opposite. I'm just a glutton.
You got plenty of gym equipment at your house now.
I'm still
So
a
I
glutton.
always say like like I'm working out because I like to eat. So
That's
I
a good
have
reason.
like I have no choice. It starts with that. Like I had no choice. Like I wanted to eat, but like I still need to keep up like with like nice like shape. I start working out and
Well, you have
turned.
a fantastic shape.
Thank you.
Yeah, so yeah. That's the same thing that he does. From point of same thing that he does, and I'm the haven't worked out in like a month and a half or 2 months. It's sad. I need to change that. Okay, going back, I forgot what we were talking about beforehand. Um, with everything else that you have, what like you have done and have not done, what is your biggest plans for your future in this industry?
Oh,
Like,
well,
what do you want to accomplish?
so like about this industry, like I want to just be there. Like I don't know, as long as I could. Like like I don't have any ambitions to become I don't know like producer or like I don't know like some like director. But
Hmm.
who knows? Maybe it will change. Like I like the uh where I am right now. Like I like performing. So like maybe eventually I will focus on working for like like to get like some awards and stuff and like become like more serious about that because I'm still kind of like easy going on it, like like I focus on OnlyFans, like I'm doing my work and I'm not trying to like get in this like like for example even like to go into exotic cars and all that stuff, like like to like, make myself more visible.
Hmm.
uh, I think like it will be one of my plans like about that, like to just like become a little bit bigger about.
I'm surprised you have like because I met you at an award show. I'm surprised you haven't won an award yet with the amount of work that I've seen put out with you in it. Because everything pops up on my timeline of people whom I follow or certain companies, whatever, and I see you pop up here and there. I'm like, Crystal deserves an award. She deserves something. People out there who make decisions, get her something. She deserves it.
So, as I noticed, and it's like just my own observation that, as I say, like, I have to do more and kind of, like put my nose and ass, like, everywhere, like, like do this and that. Because like now, like, I'm just like, I follow a couple of my girlfriends, like, so like we kind of like start like, I mean, like here, like for like at the same time, like I get to United States and they start to shoot and like they already get nominated, like they will want something. And like I can say, like it's like easily to see, understand like why and how. Like I cannot say what someone like better or worse, but the point is what like they really like work much more. Like they try to like like you use any opportunity to go to like any like interview to any show to here and there, and like you can hear from any hall from about them. And like this is what like I don't know like make people like know you more and like want to like wait for you. And like I'm kind of a shady lady, like I'm hiding.
I can see that. But I know like the thing is like the more and more you are visible, they say that you're supposed to get more out there more or whatever. But you do pop up at these events and stuff like that. You might not be at Exotica right now in New Jersey, but you're still, making your appearances and stuff like that.
Oh yes, I do. I'm like I was visiting Exotica like several times and like in like different states and like I like it and it's like it's kind of like fun and things, but I have to be prepared for example, like again, like a lot of like performers, they come like they have some stand, they have a bunch of pictures, like merch and stuff like this. Like I just get all this, like like it's like like first time ever when like I will go to Avian with stuff. Because
Mhm.
usually, like, I just, like went to some CVS and prints out some pictures like
Yeah.
there and like, okay, guys, like I'm gonna sign it. And like, that's all, like, it, like, and as I think, like, it's not too professional and it's not right way, like, to do so and then, like, wait and what, like, they will, like, notice you and appreciate your work. Like, so, like, if you want, like, people to appreciate it and notice this, so, like, you have to kind of invested. It's not about just the money. It's even about the time. Like you have to be like everywhere. Like you have to, I don't know, do not everything, but a lot of stuff. And like because I'm focusing, like I'm focusing on a lot of different things. Like like I'm still a migrant. Like like I'm studying here. I'm doing like a lot of different things, and like just why like all this like social life, which is like how to say influenced like for my I don't know like I've worked part like so like I'm kind of like it's like in the side and like I think if I change it and like I'll start to do like more appearance in a lot of places and like show
Mhm.
myself more, it will change.
What do you think was the hardest thing from when you came from Russia to come over here and then adjusted to the way that America does porn compared to Russia? What was the biggest adjustment you think you had to make?
So like get out of the silent porn like to dirty talking porn. So it's the first I think the language barrier it's like one of the biggest things. Like like I knew English before, but like in Europe it's like super broken and like like
Yeah.
not like here. And like like and this barrier it's kind of like like pushed me away for a first year or maybe two at the beginning. So like I didn't have a lot of friends. And yes, and as you remember me from 2018, like yes, I still been like was there, but like it's also like it's always was like like kind of a side. Like I'm not talking much, like like I didn't do like many things because when you can't express yourself, when you can't like like keeps like some like conversation, you feel dumb. And like some stupid people like really think what if you're not talking like you're like just a stupid. And I remember like I was telling like I telling to James Barker like James, trust me, give me time
Mhm.
and you will be surprised of like how many things I know and like what we can talk about. And after like few years like he's still like, oh my god, Crystal, please shut up, like I'm tired to this. Yeah, and like this is like I think it's like biggest adjustment like that. And to get out of comfort zone, you know, like I'm kind of introvert more. I'm like to be like myself, like to be at home doing my stuff and all this like social life and things. Like for me, it's like and like so. But you know, with this life, you know, like we can say with like you know, like we hate people and don't want to know anyone, but without people around, you cannot do anything.
I
So like
understand.
yeah, like to like you know like improve yourself, improve your life and go like further, like you still need the people, you still need to know people, talk to them, like share experience, like just go out. Yes.
Hmm.
And like this thing, and I think compare like to Russia, Europe, and like here, uh, the acting skills as well. So like because like so here like it's a lot of about like this like stepmom stuff and thing. So you have to use this like you know acting skills like more, not just you know quietly come and say okay good. Yeah. So like to like to talk and like you know like yeah I need to make like so people like believe me like yeah I'm not looking like a mom because like I'm just 24 and like people like a lot of time was telling me like oh my god you're too young for him, like I'm not your mother, I'm new wife of your daddy. Right. Yeah, and like yes and all this like acting skills it's like actually like important and I've been practicing this as well.
Okay. One thing I do hear that a lot of people who are foreign say that when it comes to people like people are listening to them speaking like since they're still learning English that they do feel ignorant and like I hate the fact that many people try to make people who are foreign feel that way intentionally or unintentionally because many of them are really trying to speak think a language that they aren't accustomed to speaking. And the people don't understand, like sometimes it really does take time in order for them to get where they want to be, with, English in general, you know?
Yeah, you know, I remember like when I just got here, I still can say like, you know, like endlessly like thank you like to people who was like around me that time. I had a couple friends and like one of them, she was like, you know, like taking like real time, Brandy Bay. Now she's like not into the business. And she was really like trying like to understand me. Like at that time, it was hard for me to express myself because, you know,
Mhm.
when you like, when it's hard, like you start like, you know, like you get like some anxiety and it's like, like not easy. And so and like she like was like so patient and like she was like listening to me and trying to understand me, which just like helped me a lot. And like a lot of different people, they was like you know like just don't give you that chance and like
Yeah.
just all right. And yes, and it's a little bit sad, but another like from another hand I can understand it, like you know like why, like for example like I need to waste my time for some like I don't know like new person, I have no idea who is that, like so like why, what's the reason.
Yeah.
And
See, like,
you know, and I think it's first of all like it's a problem of for people who is learning and who is like want to be better, because like the reason like why I was like paying like so much attention like to like you know to learn language and stuff, because I like to talk. I have so many like opinion about so many things. It comes like from like you know life, philosophy, psychology, politics, sport, like whatsoever. Like you know, I can discuss a lot of things, and like I like it, like it's interesting, it's like brainstorming, like you know like to discuss stuff. And when you can't, like you know it's kind of you lose some like you know like part of your life. Like so, and it's you know I cannot you know like come to United States and say like okay guys now you need to learn Russian, huh? No. And like so like that's why like it's like my problem to learn it and like to make it like faster and better, so like I can finally like, be into like you know like
Mhm.
be part.
So what, like, since you brought it up, what sports is Chris or Rush into?
So I'm a fan of like fitness. Like I'm a fan of fitness, bodybuilding, lifting. Like about some commercial sport, like I don't like it much. Maybe the hockey.
Hockey. I have only watched hockey on television. Never been to one in um in person, but I have been invited to when I don't know if they still do it or not, but the Arnold Schwarzenegger one they do in I think they do it in Ohio.
Classic.
the class, yeah, the Arnold Schwarzenegger classic. Have you ever like watched that or know what that is?
Oh, in like how to say in real no, but I'm so much want to visit like some of exhibition in Las Vegas, like some like I don't know like powerlifting like or like some bodybuilding exhibition and like see like like that thing like in real. I don't want to like myself become
Yeah, you know,
like
yeah,
that
yeah, I
way,
can
but
get
like but I like to see people like this. I don't know, like it's kind of like it's inspire me. It's like for someone it's bullshit, but like for me it's like they make a big job. It's like huge discipline,
Yeah,
and like and this is like a lot of people have lack of discipline to get there. Like as I said, like I like to eat, and like for me, for example, like like to yes, I don't want to, but like if together, like oh my god, I will be crying every day, like oh, please give me like chocolate. I don't want it. Like I changed my mind. Like and like it's like this consistency and like the like passion, like how they do this. It's like it's so inspiring. Like
yeah.
I love.
Yeah, that's like from what I understand from people I've known that actually went and did like bodybuilding training, that food regimen, oh my God.
The foods
Like
are hard. That's why you
like
need also and anabolics.
and then like what they just can't and their what time they get up and exercise and oh my God.
Yes.
Oh
So
yeah, it's like whole like biochemical. Like you don't have to just know like like another how to anatomy. You have to know all like biochemical like processes like in your body. Like when like we wake up, like these hormones like are up. Like during the day, like these hormones are up, and like during like close to evening, like another one. And like compared to this, like you can pick the time of like when like you're going to working out, so to get the better results. Like so many things. And like for example now like I made a training program for myself, and
mhm.
like each are different. And like like the beginning of like like I'm sorry, like for a woman, like like period, like it's like for example like just like each like exercise just 2 times like for like 10 reps. Like when it's like like the another hormone is like up, so like I can do much more, because like first 2 weeks it's like like it's my body can like like get more, like
Mhm.
achieve more. In another couple of weeks it's like less. And so like compared to this, you build your program differently, and if you follow that, like your results will be like much better without like like killing yourself at the gym.
True.
Yeah, like that's more so CW's thing because he's into that fitness. I I can't do a push up. So he's actually at a gym right now.
Yeah.
So he's in a gym right now. I can tell by the background. So that shows how much he's into fitness, and I'm the direct opposite. I'm at home drinking eggnog. So we actually reached it because I know you have to get going. But where can everybody find you? Where can we enjoy everything and anything that's Crystal Rush?
So, if you go on my Twitter, which is _rush187 there is a link with bunch of my like sites and like some hot stuff, and like even like with my merch. And like you can find everything like you want there. Like there is like OnlyFans, like the Pornhub, and like some like even sex partner, like for people who like to chat with me and like talk about anything. It can be some sexy thing, or sometimes we just can gossip about something. Like why not? And like yeah, it's like amazing thing. Like in my Twitter, you can put this link, and like, there is everything about me.
So everybody, please go out there and support everything and anything that she does because you heard like we was on for like 40 minutes and you heard everything that she does, everything she's about. And I know you heard her wonderful accent. That's even more reason to look up everything because that accent is to die for, and I love accents. So it's fantastic. I know you just love that voice. But go out there and support everything that she does and she's doing. Please go out and support her new scenes, like the one that just came out on Girlfriend Friends, or like yeah, Girlfriends Films. The one that from Evil Angel called Orgasmic Anal MILF. She has two movies that just came out. One just called MILF, and the other one called Hard Bodies 4 is I think she's doing a scene with Ramon Nomar. So it's two scenes that like with two movies and two scenes that you can go out and see her fantastic work because it's well worth it. CW, where can they find you?
You can find me at CC Fitness LA on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and ccfitnessla.com.
You can find us at the Burravenfist on Instagram, burravenfist.com with everything that we do. Crystal Rush, you are fantastic. Thanks for being our special season 5 opener. We had to make sure you are our opener for our newest season, and we had to do it right. So that's why we knew we had to have you on here for our season 5 opener. So you're the special guest for that special episode, and we really appreciate you taking your time out on this Sunday to come speak with us. And we look forward for everything and anything you have coming in your future because you deserve everything and anything that you get. Everybody, please go out, support Crystal, show her mad love, and subscribe to all of her OnlyFans and text her on Sex Panther. Be well, stay blessed, and we'll talk to you all next week.